My name is Manuel Costa. I'm a licensed marriage family therapist working in San Jose. And I've written a little book for kids called Tackling Life Head On. The kids ages about 9 to 14 or 15. It's a little book, values for children, and written in conjunction with Ronnie Lott, the former 49er football player who's now in the Hall of Fame. What I wanted to talk about today is what's it like to be an NFL player from sort of the inside out. What does it feel like, and what is it? It's the whole feeling of being a player in the NFL. The first thing I want to point out is that it's a lot of hard work. There are many camps leading up to the training camp. The training camp lasts for about 4 weeks, 5 weeks in the middle of the summer. It's hot. Players have at least 2 sessions a day to perform, oftentimes in pads and helmet. Some statistics show that linemen during one of those sessions lose up to 9 pounds a day, and running backs can lose up to 5 pounds a day. That's the same for games. It's mainly water loss, but it just shows how hard they're working. And the hard work is not only physical, there's also mental hard work. You have to memorize plays and learn the different plays and what you're supposed to do, so that when the quarterback says halfback X curl right, you know where to go. And when he says white 80 Z left, you know what you're supposed to do. And those have to be memorized. There's a lot of work to doing that. So there's hard work. There's also very little job security in the NFL. So a player often feels, am I going to make the team or not? And I don't know if many people realize this, but the average length of life in the NFL for a player is 3.3 years. And for a running back, it's 2.6 years. For a cornerback, 2.9 years. So it's not a long life in the NFL in terms of lasting on a team. As you know, there are 53 players that make the roster, 90 that begin in training camp. And that's not a lot of players. 275 are drafted every year, and about 50 non-drafted people, free agents, make teams, make the 53-man roster. That's not a lot of players. Actually, about 8% of high school football players make it onto college teams, and 2.2% of college players make it to the NFL. So that's not a lot of folks. And as I pointed out, the job security is not great because of injuries, someone else younger coming along to take your place. Nonetheless, it's a wonderful game, and a wonderful game to watch. People want to be on the team, and the reason, there are positives. You make some good money. The average or the median salary is $870,000 for a football player, and $107,000 a year for the ones who are on the practice squad. There are 10 players that make a practice squad who are sort of developing as they go along. So there are positives in terms of the salary. It also provides you a platform, if you make the team, to do good in the community. Several players have foundations. They do things in the community, and that's another positive thing. You also get to form friendships, camaraderie. Ronnie Lott, for example, speaks of his being friends still with Joe Montana, Charles Haley, Keena Turner. Those were his best friends and still are. Another positive for an NFL player is that you learn how to submerge your ego for the sake of the team, so that you learn, I need to put the team first, and that's a good life learning. Again, I'm Manuel Costa, and the book that I wrote is called Tackling Life Head On, Lessons for Kids' Lives with Ronnie Lott as coach.